Iranian attacks are continuing in the Gulf as Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps say it's hit a US military base in Bahrain on Monday, set fuel tanks and ammunition depots on fire at Prince Hassan Air Base in Jordan, and hit bases in Kuwait this morning. The IRGC says it's part of its retaliatory attacks on the US. It follows a fresh round of US strikes against Iran on Sunday. Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency reported that several areas in Hormozgan province were attacked on Sunday evening. Officials said one person was killed and 2 others were wounded on Farour Island. Meanwhile, Iran says it carried out strikes on US military bases in the Middle East on Sunday, claiming the attacks caused damage and casualties. Iranian media reported that 3 US soldiers were killed in drone strikes targeting American facilities in Kuwait. However, US Central Command denied the reports, saying there were no US deaths or injuries. Iran also says it closed the Strait of Hormuz because of US military activity, saying that the strait would be closed until further notice and until what it called the end of US interference in the region. Iran's Persian Gulf Strait Authority also said US military activity had made the strait temporarily impassable. It said transit would resume once stability returned. However, US Central Command says the strategic waterway remains open and commercial navigation continues. US Central Command says that Iran does not control the international waterway and says US forces are ready to ensure freedom of navigation despite what it described as Iranian threats and arbitrary declarations. Around 20 commercial ships transited the strait over the past 24 hours with US military coordination, while several others crossed without assistance, according to a US official. The latest exchange comes despite a memorandum of understanding signed by the 2 countries in June, raising fresh concerns about renewed regional escalation.